Hi everyone. Today let's talk a little bit about our first speaking assignment. It's just an introductory speech, so it'll be 60 to 90 seconds in length. Our speech 4 will be up to 9 minutes if that helps you position. So again, speech 1, very low stakes, only 20 points. And we're just going to get familiar with our speaking assignments and the Zoom room and all those other things. So again, let me stress that it's very, very low stakes. So here you have two options as your prompt for speech 1. You can either select an object that represents a significant aspect of your background, personality, values, etc., or you can pick 2 or 3 things that you would like to be remembered by. And remember here that organization and outline format are key. So if you scroll down here, you can see an example of our first prompt where they selected an object. So here the students selected a painting and their central idea is this painting of the Black Hills represents my family and my experiences. So already in that central idea we know what our main points are. The first is going to focus on how the painting represents their family, and the second how it represents experiences. So this central idea we know also has to be in our introduction, right? We plan it out up here and it's included in our intro. The specific purpose right here and the general purpose just for planning purposes at the top. So this central idea, this thesis statement is going to be included in the intro too. Also, we know that an intro has a preview. Well, we've combined the two here in saying that our central idea also includes the preview, and that's perfect. That's called a blueprint, okay? So you've killed 2 birds with 1 stone if you've included your preview in your central idea. Then we'll just throw it on to the end of our intro. Signposts we haven't covered yet, just do your best with them. They're transition statements, so this is just saying let's start out with the first thing we previewed. This signpost here is a review of this point and a preview of this point. So it says this picture represents my family here. Now let's look at how it represents the experiences in my life here. And that is directly in the same order up here as our preview. Yeah? Okay, and then this last signpost says, let's review the 2 areas we've talked about today, which leads right into this summary statement down here. All right, and again, noticing even simple things like, oh, I notified that this is my body, that this is my introduction, that this is my conclusion. Even the main points you can see are capital Roman numerals, and then you have these capital letters that are indented to show their relationship to main point 1. So be very cautious of those things there. Another thing I want to point out up here is the specific purpose and this specific purpose format. So if you remember these 12 magic words, always starting your specific purpose with these words. At the end of my speech, the audience will be able to. So you're always going to have that phrase to start your specific purpose. At the end of my speech, the audience will be able to. And then I want you to choose a good active verb here. So this is something that you can't shake your head yes or no to. Like, do you understand? Yes or no. Understand is a bad verb. We want something that forces the audience to take action, to do something. So identify, list, explain, describe, those kinds of verbs. So following up the 12 magic words here with a good active verb describing your speech and the purpose of your speech. All right, and then here you guys, you can see the rubric for our speech 1 assignment. And again, very basic. Each of these sections here is worth 2 points. Your time limit, whether you made it within the time limit or you didn't, 0 or 2 points. And then some outline stuff. So again, looking here, the indentation and the numbering and the functions of your intro and conclusion that we've discussed in lecture. All those would be graded for your outline, coming to a total of 20 points. Speech 4, to put it in perspective, is 150. So again, very low stakes. Feel free to email me with any questions or concerns, and I'm also happy to look at outlines if you give me at least 24 hours in advance to get you back some good comments and critiques. All right, best of luck, guys. Happy speech writing.